Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we have a two-part. We've got a little bit of a build and drive. We're going to be looking at this trailer that we haven't showed on the channel before. This is a 1960s Peerless trailer. It's by Lund Mods, so Adam Lund and Seeker have put this together. I will have a link down below in the description. It is a free trailer. So I'm not going to go through any of the loads for this. It's like 6 or 7 loads. Number one, people like to be surprised by it. They see like one load and they go, hey, that's cool. I don't want you to blow it for me. I don't want to see all of them right now. Sometimes they will show the loads, but that's mainly on like payware trailers, especially where they've had a ton of detail go into the loads, especially on like low boys and stuff like that. For this one, you can check out the loads yourself because the trailer's free. It's really great. I have it loaded on like 2 or 3 different profiles right now. It doesn't interfere with anything, simple to build. And so the first part is we're going to go through how to configure this. It's pretty simple. And the second part is we're going to take a drive with it. So let's go ahead and get going. Okay, so when we start out, we don't have any options on the chain type. We don't have any options on the body, just the custom flatbed. We do when it comes to the chassis though. And so you have the custom flatbed, you have it with sides. And then you have both of those versions with an underhook version. So there's an underhook for the regular flatbed and an underhook for the one with the sides. We're just going to go with the one with the sides, no underhook for this one. In terms of the paint job, it's pretty standard. Just go ahead and pick your colors. You do have the option to pick your own custom color. And as far as accessories goes, we have a couple things that we can do over here. We can do a chain and binder cage. We can do a barrel. We can do a double merit toolbox, double toolbox, dunnage cage, single merit toolbox, and a spare tire. And you have this node to do it. You have this node to also choose that, and you've got 2 more on this other side to be able to choose from it. So you can put in there whatever you would like. So you can get it with the stock lights, or you can add your own lights all over the place to this. I just keeping it pretty standard. In terms of the flaps, the mud flaps, we've got Windmill Truck Stop, we got Peterbilt, Lund Bros Trucking, Kenworth 2, Kenworth 1. Pretty simple. And you can do whatever you want with the tires and the rims for this. So that's pretty much how you put everything together. It's pretty simple. Again, not overly complex, but it definitely is unique because it's one of the only trailers that I've seen in this game that has these short walls. And I like some of the cargos on it too. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and get in and take a short drive with this. Alright, so we have picked up a load. It is 7:30 a.m. here in Nogales, in Arizona, and we're taking a load of used Shell oil barrels. Let me go ahead and zoom in so you can see some of the load here. So we are taking 41,895 pounds of used Shell oil barrels from this ADM in Nogales. And we're actually delivering them. This one doesn't really make sense, but we can just RP that we're taking them to a facility. It's technically going to 3M in Phoenix, but all the other jobs were much longer drives, like 12 to 15 hours. So we're just going to go with this short one. This one's only going to be about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. And the truck that we are using to pull this load is Harvin's Mac R. We've got it set up with a skin from Richard Brown, Phillips gasoline motor oils. Looks pretty cool and did as best we could, although in this lighting we way mismatched on the color. It's way more orange on the truck than it is on the trailer, but anyway, I'm not gonna be too critical about it. But so let's go ahead and get in and take this load of oil barrels down or up to Phoenix. The engine for today is Slavjerry's E7. It is a 350 horsepower version, and the transmission is going to be Fury 6. It's a TM309M. It's a 9-speed. It's a single stick, but I am using the second stick as a splitter, which is actually going to get me down into the... It's actually going to put me into the mode for using reverse. So this has 3 low gears, 6 highway gears, and then 6 reverse gears. Alright, we'll get the track IR on. Get the 4-ways on, and let's just go ahead and get started in low. As we're leaving the yard here, the ADM. It's a short little trailer, not very long at all. Really bums me out that I didn't match that trailer skin to the truck skin very well. It's so deceiving sometimes in the shop. I'll just keep it in low gear while we're in the yard here. Don't want to go any faster than about 7 or 8 miles an hour anyway. Good job on the skin, Richard Brown, as always. I'm kind of digging this trailer. It's definitely different. Don't see too many of them around, that's for sure, that look like this. Alright, I think we're hanging it right here. Yep. Nope, we're hanging a left. My bad. Get the 4-ways off. Get the headlights on. So that's 4th, or 1 high, so we've gone into the high range now. Turn right.
Keep right. And then turn right.
Guess we could get a... go ahead and start in too low. Get a notch of wipers on. And this is with Slav Jerry's E6 and E7s. Has a bit of a fall off. Oh, missed that. And of course, that's not going into gear when I want it to. It's just going to go ahead and pick and choose whenever it wants to. Lovely as always. Yeah, the loads on here are pretty cool too. These barrels of oil, pretty sweet. Neat little trailer, and it doesn't cost you anything, so give it a shot. Creep out here and see if we're clear. Red light violation. Oh, I didn't have my blinker on. Maybe I did. See, it's just, I'm not doing anything. It's just deciding when to go into gear. We'll leave the window down for just a second. Let you listen. Alright, we'll get the windows up here. Because it is pretty loud.
And then turn left.
And notice how the first 3 gears here in the high range, they say 1 high, 2 high, and 3 high. That's because there are only 3 low gears. Once you get past that, 4, 5, and 6, there are no low versions of it. So I just kept it as 4th gear. See how it's flickering in and out of neutral? I'm not touching anything. The shifter isn't moving. The clutch isn't moving. Let's see if we can get started in 1 high. It's so weird. I probably need to start out in a low gear. love the E6 and the E7 from Slav Jerry. Are we really only limited to 40 here? I find that hard to believe. Sometimes there's glitches in the game and you can really go faster, but it doesn't quite catch up. I don't know. Because everything else is going faster than me. I doubt this is a 40 zone. I'm just keeping that up there, that route advisor up at the top so you can see what gear I'm in. We only have one more gear till we're at our max. So 4, 5, and 6, you really take some time to build up a lot of speed. And we got the classic understeer because it's raining. So we just need to be attentive to that. The other thing I wanted to mention was, since we're running through Arizona today, is we have the Better Arizona mod on. There we go. I like this transmission. So again, like 42,000 pounds, and we're pulling up to 70. I'm like letting off because there's no way I'll be able to stop in this rain if something happens up ahead. So I'm kind of just shy of the max. I could go all the way to the max if I wanted to, max speed limit. But I'm doing this with a 350 horsepower engine. That is exactly what I meant. If I would have exceeded that, where I would have gone up to the 75 miles an hour, no way I would have been able to stop. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks when you're talking about 6 highway gears, is you're basically going to use low second, low third to get started, and then you got 6 highway gears, and there is once you get into the highway gears, into that first highway gear, you're probably going like 15 miles an hour, so anything between 15 and 75 is covered in just 5 gears. So it's 6 gears, 6 highway gears. It can be a long time waiting in a gear to go to the next one. We're staying here, going off to the left, as we are pulling through Tucson right now. No way we're stopping in time. Oh, and we're not going to stop. See, a lot of times too, what I'm finding is that when the transmission decides to not stay in gear for me, it's happening a lot when see, it's just flickering in and out of high and neutral. I'm not touching anything. It just decides for me. But it's happening when I'm using the Jake, and if you're not in gear, the Jake doesn't work. So you just sit there and drop all the way to first gear and have to start over again. I got my arrow on, guys. You're really just gonna let me run right off the road? Freaking AI. That's probably realistic though, huh? Doesn't look like we're raining anymore. Let's see if we can get these off. Nope. Oh sure, haven't stopped in about 30 seconds. Jeez, it's gonna be one of these drives, huh? I'm not playing along. I'm not playing along at all. We're just gonna stay going straight here. See, long time spooling up, especially if you got a hill, before you get a gear change. Well, that guy snuck up on us. See, this is where you need like a 4.5 gear. We just gotta let it spin. So we can either be at 2,000 RPMs or 1,200 in the next gear. Oh, maybe 1,300 there. Enough for it to actually keep us going. Get that blinker off. I may have to turn the engine volume down in post. We'll see what it sounds like, but I'd rather do it in post when I'm doing the edit, because I don't want to rob you guys of that engine sound. Especially when I could just kind of sit back and talk a little bit less. Yeah, see, 66 miles an hour, we probably won't be able to get up into our final gear until we're about 70 miles an hour. And that would have been the time to switch about right there, but then we've got that small hill, and you got these gears spread so far apart, it'll just end up dropping it down to like 1,200 RPMs, and we'll have to shift back up into 5th. There we go. About an hour and a half left. I'll go ahead and get a little bit of exterior shots going on, and then I'll see you guys closer to the drop-off.
Keep left. Keep left.
Alright, only about 16 minutes left on the drive.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Looks like we're already getting off the highway here.
Exit right.
And we're making a left.
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left.
As we are officially in Phoenix proper now. So just a couple more minutes left on that delivery. I'll keep that up so you can see the gears. Let's go ahead and try too low. There it goes. Yeah, this thing is, it'll give you a lot of torque off the line. This particular transmission that I picked out, this 9-speed, 25.21 is the initial drive. And it's a 3.25 diff. There it goes. A lot of fall off. Got a right turn coming up here. Is this the the one where it goes down to one lane and then
In 400 meters.
and then I yeah, so I got to merge first and then turn.
Turn right.
This guy is right on me. Wow. Come on, guy. It's like wait, me turning left here.
Turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters. Turn left. Turn left.
And here we go. Pulling into 3M. Like I said, it's a short trailer. This is probably the first time that I've pulled into 3M with such a short trailer. Normally I've got like a 48 or a 53 footer.
Duty to see you through this mission.
But they still, with that island there, they still make it really hard for you to get in. Okay, so now how am I going to do this? I got to flip around because I'm going in right there on the right. So that's actually the first time I've had to pull in over there. Maybe I don't go to 3M all that much. Again, most of the time, 3M, I'm usually in a dry van or insulated or something like that. And get the windows down, get our four-ways on. Pull way over here. And get close to this building over here. And we can still get away with that. Get in real close here. Not hit the curb. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep pulling up a little bit more. And then I'll use... Hopefully I can turn it enough to want to go in over there. That should be good. Hit the horn so they know we're coming back. And drop it into reverse mode. I think we're going to be okay. This thing turns pretty good. Hard to pick up those lines, though. Yeah, I can't see it with this. It's a little difficult backing up with this truck, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that I've got the Mac R in this. The cab is a little bit more recessed than most trailers, just a little bit more narrow, so it's hard to see around a lot of them. Still see that line over there. I'd like to go a little bit farther over. Alright, let's check out what's going on right here. I may decide to move over a little bit. Oh, that's not really that good. Alright, I'm going to give that one more shot. Let's put it into forward gear. Too low should be good. Angle it just a little bit. That should be good. Backing up, even with some weight on it, just, you know, going a short distance, I find that second is usually the best for that. Second reverse. You've got 6 of them, just like the number of highway gears that you have. Second, I feel, is really good to just be a little bit more in control, a little bit more precise, but still, I mean, you still inherit the same initial drive in reverse. So, or very similar. So I think the initial drive in that reverse one is somewhere up by like 15 or 16, and that is just crazy slow. So you just rev the engine and you're going like 3 miles an hour. So put it in reverse second. If you got some serious weight, maybe consider starting out. I don't know. Not too many situations where you actually are going to need all 6 of those gears, but a lot of those gears are used a lot. As far as I understand, a lot with like dump trucks and stuff where they got to back up a whole ton, and they don't have a huge trailer on them. You know, something like a rigid body or something like that. Anyway, we are here at the 3M in Phoenix. Thanks for coming along on the drive. Let's go ahead and we'll get everything. Did I even hit the brakes? Okay, so brakes are on. We'll leave parking lights on only. Get those windows up. They do actually animate from the outside. That's pretty cool. And we'll get the engine off. Alright. If you guys have any questions about the trailer or anything, remember I'll have a link down below in the description, but leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all of my videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.